In this vlog, we are going to see the usage of deep linking in your Flutter application without Firebase. So I am getting requests from people saying that without Firebase, how we can implement deep linking in our Flutter application. So in this part of the tutorial, I am going to mainly cover this particular aspect. So I suggest you to stay till the end of this tutorial because I am not going to code anything in this tutorial, and I am going to just explain you the process of how to add deep linking to your Flutter application and also test it locally on your device. So now the very first thing here you can see is like the code which I have written over here is the previous tutorial. So in this particular tutorial I have clearly explained you what is a GoRouter plugin and how we need to use it. So this is the plugin which I have added to our pubspec.yaml file, and in this way I have just specified my screens in my application such that deep linking will be made very much easy if you configure your app in this way. So I have clearly explained you in this part of the tutorial like how to specify the screens in your application in this format. So I suggest you to go through this particular tutorial before getting started with the current tutorial. And if you are very much familiar with this particular topic, you can just directly skip into this particular tutorial. So now let's get started with the configuration of deep link first. So we have moved to the Android manifest file now. So here, if you have seen the project structure of a Flutter application, in the Android folder here under app directory, you do have a Android manifest file over here. So select this particular file and under the main activity. So this is the default activity you will be getting when you create a Flutter application, and I have added a metadata over here which states like Flutter deep linking enabled and Android value equal to true, and under which I have also added an intent filter which is stating like auto verify equal to true. So it's like auto verified equal to true, and whenever you receive a deep link, then it will automatically redirect you to your application and also the particular screen which you have specified in the deep link. And here we have specified an action and two category tags over here and also two data tags in our intent filter. So let us try to see one by one. So initially I will explain you the data tags. So what does the data tag do? So in the data tag we have specified a host called example.com. So this particular example.com you can replace with your website, and whenever you tap on your website, so you will be generating a link. So whenever you tap on that particular link, you will be redirected to the application, and if the application is not installed, it will redirect you to the Play Store or App Store, and from there you can install the application and then open the specific screen based on the deep link. So we have specified two schemas over here covering HTTP and HTTPS, and let us try to see the first tag like action. So with the help of this action.view here, so we can make the intent filters accessible from the Google search. So whenever there is a link came up in the Google search and the user tap on this, so you can just directly open them in your application. And the second one is like a default category.default will handle the implicit intents like activities, broadcast receivers, services. So all these things can be handled by adding this particular category. And the third one is browsable. So just now we have seen like whenever you tap on a URL or whenever you try to open a URL in your device browser, then it will open up your application and go to the particular page which is specified in the URL. So here nowhere we required Firebase, we just required a URL, that's all. And in this part of the tutorial, I am not going to specify a live website here. So I've just added a dummy website like example.com, but don't worry, the process is completely same, and here we are just trying to test the deep linking locally in our Flutter application. So in the coming tutorial, if you are really interested to add deep linking without the Firebase, just let me know in the comment section below. I'm going to create a new application and try to publish it in the Play Store, and we need to add some configuration in the website level as well, like assets.json file we need to add such that our application gets verified, and then only the user can make use of the deep link and open our application. So before reaching the further level, I just want to make it very much easy for you. So to get the concept, let's try to start with this particular dummy website and try to understand the concept, and in the later level you can just make use of the same concept and try to implement in the real-time scenario. So this is it for the configuration level, and let's come back to our main.dart file here. So all the things I have explained in the previous tutorial itself, so there is nothing new in this part of the tutorial to explain in this particular file. So I have just run this particular code and now try to observe the emulator. So here you can see our application is now up and running, and we are currently on the home screen because we have added a forward slash and not specified anything. So this is a basic terminology. Again, whenever you specify a forward slash, that will be your home page. So even for profile, if you remove profile and just specify a forward slash and home over here, then your profile screen will turn into your home page. So this is again the basic details. And now let's try to move to the terminal. And now I'm just making use of the MacBook, and here you might face few issues when trying to run this particular code because the ADB will not be detected sometimes. So just let me know in the comment section below if you face the ADB issue in your MacBook. I will surely try to help you with a new tutorial on how to configure ADB in your MacBook such that it is being detected, which is detected anywhere in your project. So here ADB devices, I'm trying to just test whether ADB is supported or not. So here you can clearly see my emulator is now listed in the ADB devices list. So now I'm going to add a command here. So this is the command like adb shell am start, and here we have specified our intents which we have added. And also you can see like example.com/profile I have specified, and this is our package name again. So here example.com/profile, which states that start our application and move to the profile screen. So now let's try to close our application over here, and we are now on the home screen in our emulator. And whenever I tap here, so here you can clearly see we are now redirected to the profile screen. And now let us try to move to the help screen instead of profile screen. And I'm going to specify the complete code, and the link for the code will be available to you in the description section below. So don't worry about the code here. So here instead of profile, I'm now going to specify help here, and you can clearly observe how dynamically we can make use of deep linking in our Flutter application. So when I tap on enter over here and return in Mac, so you can clearly see we are now moved to the help screen here. So it is that easy. You can just easily implement deep linking in your Flutter application by following this particular tutorial. And again, I'm saying you this is a local way of testing deep linking in your Flutter application. And if you are really interested to know and implement deep linking in the live application, I'm just creating an application currently, and it is again under process. So after completing this particular application, I'm going to create one more tutorial and clearly show you the steps like how to configure. So everything I have shown you in this particular tutorial is similar. So in the live also all these steps are there, but only verification of website is there. So I will be showing you that clearly in the coming tutorial. So this is it for this tutorial. The code for this tutorial is available in the description section below. If you like this tutorial, do like, share and subscribe to our channel for more interesting content on Flutter.